All right, guys, we are live here on Monday night doing Novak News with myself, Bidan, and Harry. We're
Good
talking
evening.
about what type of property do real estate agents look for. We'll give you the secret tips, the nooks and knacks. Stay tuned. All right, here we are. How are you doing, Harry?
I'm good. We're back.
Yes, we are. Been a while.
OG Duo's back.
Yes,
Back
we
in
are.
business.
We are. How's the day been?
Busy.
Yeah.
I don't like using the B word, but it's just been busy. Busy.
I like chaotic these days.
Yeah. What nothing me.
Yeah, it's a chaos, but spring market is here. So with resi and commercial, it's the best time to sell and buy. So we are very, very busy. So every real estate agent, I think, are probably running. And this is the most busiest time.
Yeah.
And we don't have much time left as well because after 25th of December, with the Christmas, everything is closed.
Yeah.
And the solicitors are not back until 19th of Jan.
Yeah.
So
Everyone's on break. Everyone's on holiday.
right,
And I feel like buyers at this
Mhm.
this stage of the market, they're always asking their agents this question.
yes.
It's like a golden question,
Yeah.
guys. I'll let you kickstart this off, Bids.
For
Why real estate agents secretly, what do agents secretly hunt for?
Well, I think it's all the multiple things, right? So it's all about value, and main thing is looking at the future potential value,
Oh,
right? So doing the study, so being in the industry, we have all this secret info, or have the softwares, and we're so much in the market, so we know about what's coming up.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all about doing the due diligence. For example of change in zonings, what's going to happen. There's a new metro line coming, let's say. Prime example. So in Burwood, there's this train station, Stratfield. They're very popular. Now there's a metro station going in Burwood. So all the way from CBD to Burwood, and now all the area there, all the houses, they're going for million, 2 million more than the actual value. Why?
Yeah.
Just because there's a metro station going. So if you do your due diligence and research, people might have already known that there's a metro coming there, and they started going in that market.
Yeah.
Because developers would, then government will try to ease up the housing by putting up unit blocks there. So 1,000 square meter block of a house could be, let's say, 2.5 to 3 mil. But now it's a development site. You could build, let's say, it's 8-story unit block. Now that's an extra $1 million.
yeah.
So
Interesting.
things like that. The development upside you always have to look for. And being in the industry, I think this is a huge benefit. We talk to so many developers and so many people of the council, town planners. We kind of get some inside info.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I also think agents, well, not just agents, I think it's also really good to target areas where you can actually create value, not just properties and areas that already have value when you purchase the property. I'll give you an example. French's Forest, Allambie, Cromer, all the sort of older suburbs on the northern beaches that haven't gone through that innovation, that development, the same way DY has, the same way Manly Vale and Balgowlah has. They're ever so slightly outdated, but they're catching up.
Yes.
And we're seeing it in real time. We're seeing the biggest Bunnings going up, pushing completion.
Yes.
$48 million project, biggest Bunnings in the country. You've got the new Forest High, literally a hop, skip, and a jump from the Bunnings,
Yes.
quite literally down the road. You could probably see it from the Bunnings
Yes.
window, actually. So you've got all this innovation, and a lot of owners that have, or a lot of buyers, I should say, that have recently purchased property in French's Forest and Cromer and Allambie. I think they're going to see that value really pick up over the next decade because of that creation of value, not just buying something along the beach which already has value. I think that's a really big point as well.
Definitely. And adding on to what Harry just said, we have a term in real estate called the ugly duckling.
The ugly duckling. I haven't heard that one, actually.
It's basically a property that just needs very basic cosmetic work.
Yeah.
It looks very bad, but it just needs a bit of trimming, a bit of grooming.
Yeah.
So picking up those properties which no one likes, right? So your buyers that have just been in the market, they want a finished product, that aesthetic house, that lovely kitchen, that perfect laundry, that lovely backyard. But if there's a bit of a bushes growing through, it's all closed and all separated, people just walk away.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when we do open homes in those kind of properties, it's like a 5-second inspection. They walk in, walk out,
and
and don't see the value. But there are people, like what we look for is adding that extra value. Because if there's not too many people interested, you buy the property at a cheap price, first thing, right? Next, you can add value. So, it's just that adding value and getting those, especially the corner blocks and blocks that are R3 zoned. So there's R2 and R3. There's a whole lot of deep conversation there, but I'll leave it at, if it's a R3, then you can do a unit block there.
Oh,
so
okay.
Extra money coming through. So Brookville currently is going through a big change. I think our director Mark talked about it briefly as well a few days ago. So that's definitely happening there. So yes, so corner block, always ideal. You could put a granny at the back. And if it's 650 square meter plus here in Northern Beaches, you can easily do a duplex in there, knock down, rebuild.
Yeah.
A lot of money to be made there.
Yeah. And I think the second point, and I don't think this one's actually looked at that much, and I think looking at supply constrained suburbs that are high, that have a lot of demand.
Yes.
Suburbs like Palm Beach that haven't experienced as much growth as DY and all the main, centralized suburbs on the Northern Beaches that still have, a couple more years before they start picking up. I think that's another sort of hunting suburb that should be targeted a lot more. Those sort of north of the Northern Beaches suburbs, put it that way, that are very, very supply driven. Even the really south properties. So you've got your Clontarf, you've got your Seaforth. Those properties, you rarely see stock come on for them. And I think they're, if you do have the dollar, if you do have the buck to get something, you do see really, really good capital growth, over the decade.
Very much. That's very true. And I've also seen, while dealing with plenty of buyers, they use this term, give me a call when you find the worst house in the best street.
Yeah,
right. So this is all about, again, coming back to adding value. So buying the worst property in the best street, it's all about the community, the school catchment, the area is there, but this is the worst house. So you can pick it up in a very, very cheap price, add a value, and get that capital gains there and attract very premium buyers. And also days on market is another thing. So when selling properties, some properties sit on the market for a long time. For DY, 28 days is the average days on market.
Wow.
So let's say if there's a property sitting there for 60 days, 90 days, let's reach out to the agent and say, hey, the property is sitting on the market for a long time. What's the thing? Is it strata? Is it the owners? What was the expectation? Just simply try to lowball them. So if I was a real estate agent, if I personally was on the market, I'll just go realestate.com, what I'm looking for, my budget, date old to new. So you will see all the properties that have been on the market for a very long time. And if any of them that spark your interest, or that you don't mind doing a bit of work, and where you can see room to add value, main key point.
I really like that point, actually.
Pick those up.
And it's something that's so easily spoken about, but not many people know.
No.
Like, you wouldn't think of a strategy when you're looking to buy a property where you want to try and fit everything in one criteria, where you want to buy something below market, which is incredibly hard on the Northern Beaches. Like, everything sells above market value most of the time. So to find something below market value, to find something that can create and build value in the foreseeable future, and that will give you a really nice slow capital growth over time, it's just incredibly hard. But what Badan said is one of the best strategies in order to actually achieve that.
Definitely. Do you want to add anything else?
I think that's all. Look, we can talk for hours about this,
definitely.
but we'll leave it at that. We won't bombard you with too much, but I think that's the main key points.
Definitely.
I think.
And also, if you're actively looking to buy, don't forget to call your local real estate agent, follow them on social media, send emails out to all of them. Maybe create a separate email saying, my name is Badan, badanpropertysearch@gmail.com. Send out to all the real estate agents. So, because after you buy, you can just close that email, because you'll get a lot of spam emails from it. So basically, off-market properties, they are properties that sit there before they go to realestate.com.
Before they go out on all the platforms.
It's like you're getting that notification before the new iPhone launches. Like you're saying, hey, Badan, the Apple Store in Town Hall will get the first 10 stock. Would you not order from there? first because you want that stock. So off-market property is one of those gems that you can get hands before it goes to realestate.com. And those vendors, some of them might not have the funding and don't want to let the world know that they're selling. They just want to do it in the quiet. So those things might be much better. Like, getting in that off-market property. So get in touch with the local real estate agent. More than 70% of our properties, they launch off-market first. And few clever buyers are always there, following on our socials, looking at our emails, contacting us, saying, give us that off-market property. So that's the next hint if I was looking personally.
100%. All right.
I think that's about it. I think we covered most of it. And if you need help buying a property, we are always here 24/7. All right.
Love ya. See ya. Bye, guys.